What's up, guys? Chef Anthony at Don's Appliances bringing you a tailgate recipe. We're doing a feta beer cheese sauce. Yes, feta beer cheese over a nice grilled sausage sandwich with some peppers and onions. This is a tailgate one you guys are sure to watch. Let's rock and roll. Let's get right into it. I got some sweet Italian sausage, guys. I'm on this nice 48 indoors. I'm gonna split these guys right down the center, okay? Just so they're nice and flat, because it'll actually grill a little bit better on the indoors. You can, if you don't have a griddle like this, gang, you can pan sear it. Just make sure it's open on both edges like that. Make sure it's nice and flat, almost like a patty. So we're just gonna press that out. You could do this ahead of time if you're doing it for a tailgate bunch, if you got the whole crew, you know what I mean? Or if you got some time in between halftime or whatever game you're watching here. Let's just flip that. Now I like to press it out just like that, clean my hands off. It's gonna take 3 to 5 minutes. And guys, we're at 425 degrees. So 425 degrees on the griddle. If you're using it medium to high in your saute pan, this recipe will do 5 sausages, okay? While that's working, let's jump into the main star attraction, the beer cheese, okay? So for the beer cheese, we're gonna use some clarified butter. You can use regular butter if you want. We need a tablespoon of this guy, okay? Boom, right in there. Turn our stove on, fire our star burner up. Boom, there it is, all right? We're gonna melt that butter down. To that, we're gonna toast. Now we're gonna add some of the herbs to toast some things. So we're gonna put a teaspoon of Italian seasoning in. 1 teaspoon of that. Then I'm using this crushed red pepper, and oregano and garlic, so a little bit of everything in there, you know. So there's a full tablespoon of this in there as well. And then we're gonna use a tablespoon of just garlic salt. We're really gonna get that garlic flavor in there. The salt helps us out, okay? Nice 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And what I'm gonna do, you're gonna see soon when this butter melts, it really kind of toasts these dry spices up and really gives them a little bit of different texture you would find, not in, you know, just adding it solo. And it really gives the beer cheese a nice little color. Aroma, it'll bring them out, okay? So we're gonna melt this dude down. Put this away, keeping an eye on our sausage too. We wanna get a nice good crust on it. Gang, again, 3 to 5 minutes on each side. See how it's starting to pull apart? Like here, it's starting to get a little thick on the one side. So what we're gonna do is, just gonna give it a nice flip. Give it a press. I know they say don't press it, but this will keep form very nicely, okay? All right, let's pull that back. See how ours, crank that up on high. See how they're nice and toasty? They're starting to bubble up a little bit. That's what we want to see, gang, when we're starting our beer cheese sauce, okay? All right. Next, we're gonna add a full tablespoon, and this is Dijon mustard, okay? The Dijon just gives it a little depth and a little bit of body, okay? You can add flour in here and create your roux. I'm kind of cutting a little bit of, I know I'm cutting a little bit of beer cheese calories, but I would put 3 tablespoons of flour in here if I was doing that, okay? So next, 6 ounces of beer. We'll put the beer right in right now. And guys, use a lager or an ale or something cool. I'm using Peroni, so, and I'm not drinking any of it because I am on the clock, so don't even try it. I'll eat the cheese sauce, but not that. So about 6 ounces of beer. And why I like to put it in with the butter, I like to do the butter beer jam and the seasoning. I like to bring that all up to a boil to kind of reduce down a little bit of that water and consistency, because I'm not adding the flour. If you add the flour, gang, you're gonna cook it out 3 to 5 minutes. And then we're gonna add the beer, okay? This is looking great. I'm excited about this. Let's flip these once again. See how they're puffy? That's beautiful, right? I got my other guys in the back. They're looking nice. Great look on this. And then, gang, I would cut up the peppers and onions. It's 1 whole onion, 2 green peppers, and 1 red pepper. I diced them all up. I actually blanched these, but you can put them on there raw. So I blanched them 3 minutes in salt water, and then I chilled them, and I'm gonna put this right on the griddle. So just to warm, because I cooked them once already. I'm just warming them, making them make friends with all the other stuff here. And now this is the time, man, I am gonna add some of that crushed pepper seasoning on here. 1 tablespoon goes on there. And then a little bit of the black pepper, because I feel like the cheese is real heavy. 1/4 teaspoon of that black pepper, just to give it, you know, a little extra fun, all right? We'll just move this out. And now we're starting to boil, man. We're getting that great boil on there. And this is key. We want to make sure we try and reduce down a little bit of that liquid and a little bit of that moisture to get the perfect consistency for this cheese sauce. Sauce. All right? 3 tablespoons hot sauce. It's gonna have a little heat. Don't be afraid of it because we have enough cheese coming in here, all right? Speaking of cheese. So in here is 1.5 cups of grated Romano, 1.5 cups of Feta. That's right, 3 cups of cheese. We're not playing around, okay? This is gonna go right in, all right? And here's where you have to be concerned, crew. We don't want to burn this. We don't want to scorch this. The initial, see how the melt is now? Look at that. Looks perfect. I'm going to take it down to a low, okay? And just let it get low. Look at that. Because this is like a real good stage. Because now we've already made the sauce. We really just want to melt that cheese, guys, and create that good sauce. We don't want to burn it. Nothing's worse than burnt cheese sauce. You know what I mean? You serve that, you're not going to make any friends next week, all right? We'll keep that nice and low. Let's start to set up our board, all right? Wipe this guy down, all right? 4 sandwiches. We got the buns. You could toast these buns, gang, but we don't need to. Here, we're going to have a blast with this. Pop this together. Boom, boom, boom. Matt keeps hitting me in the elbow. I think he's hungry, gang, all right? So we'll put here. Nice again. All right. This guy right here. And now we're going to take some of our great pepper and onion mix, top each one of these guys off. Boom. Man, it smells good. So good. So excited for this one. All right. Just like that. Perfect. Lower down our grill. Cheese sauce is looking stellar, guys. Feta cheese sauce gives it a whole different ballgame, especially with these herbs and everything. A little bit of the clarified butter. Look at that. Now, just gonna ladle it right on the center, just so we see that great little bit of feta, the great beer sauce. Look at that. Whew. Get a little bit more. Wow. All right. Put that off. Get that burner. Guys, this. Here it is right here. That's Italian sausage, peppers and onions with feta beer cheese. There's nothing wrong with this for tailgate season. That's a great one. I know, huh? You don't want me to eat one, right? Figured. Here's my calorie intake for the day. All right. Gonna give it a cut because I'm not gonna eat today. Look at that. Look at that. That's perfect. Clear juice is running. Here's the tailgating all season long. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Guys, great sausage, great cheese sauce. Peppers and onions give it a nice little crisp veg feel on it. Bonus potato, it's a solid. This is a winner. I could just, guys, maybe think about this now. I wish I had more beer cheese just to dip my second dip in. So give everybody a cider of the beer cheese. I went in for a second, it's so good. Guys, that's our tailgating recipe. There's beer cheese with the feta sausage sandwich. This is Chef Ann. I'm probably gonna eat a couple more of these, so thanks guys, enjoy.